White privilege. Where there is the discrimination against one group, there's the privileging of another group. White privilege is a term to describe the societal privileges that benefit white people in Western countries, beyond what is experienced by non-white people under the same social, political, or economic circumstances. We sat down with 8 students to gain their perspectives on white privilege.
White privilege is so real, people do not understand it. White privilege to me, what I think it is the white man or the white whatever, like just having so much power and hierarchy in the social system over anyone of color or anyone of not Christian faith.
In my opinion, white privilege is a natural advantage socially, economically, culturally given to people who are white because they are the majority and because of how our culture is structured.
White privilege is doing one hundredth of what black people do to get the same exact thing.
I would say it's just being at an airport and not being low-key stressed out. To me, that's, if I could go to an airport and just chill, then I have achieved white privilege.
Let me give you a personal example. About 2 summers ago, I used to sell asphalt. I went door to door, knocking on people's doors, and asked if they wanted their driveways redone because I worked for a company who we redid driveways. So oftentimes, like when two solicitors see each other that they don't know, we got to stop and say hi, and we talked to them and found out they were like from like Arizona, selling Scott's lawn, whatever. And then all of a sudden, a police car pulls up, and my friend and I, my coworker, we've dealt with police before. So the cop pulls up, and then so me and my friend we're prepared to be like, oh crap, sorry, we didn't know this is a no soliciting neighborhood. And the cop he pulls up, and the two other solicitors that we met had been soliciting in that neighborhood for at least 3 hours. At least that's what they told us. And so the cop pulls up, he comes out of his cruiser, and he points to me specifically, and he says, can I see your solicitor's permit? And I say, is there a problem, officer? And he said, yes, we got a complaint about you. And he points and he says me specifically in this neighborhood. And mind you, we haven't solicited anything yet. We haven't knocked. We just showed up and we started talking to these other solicitors. And so I showed him my solicitor's permit. He said it was great, like everything was fine. And then he basically left, and that was the end of that. But the reason why that's an example of white privilege is because those other 2 solicitors had been in that neighborhood for 3 hours, knocking on doors, soliciting, no problem. And me and my friend show up, and he's white as well. And like probably we were in there for like a good 30 minutes just talking to these people. And after 30 minutes, I get the cops call on me, even though I haven't done anything. And even if I were to do anything, it'd be totally in my legal rights because I had my solicitor's permit with me.
Okay, if you were to compare, like, if a minority were to do this or a white person were to do this, like, if a white person were to be, like, belligerently drunk to a cop, and they other than getting cited or maybe, like, arrested, like, nothing would probably happen. Like, a physical altercation more than likely would not occur. Like, it would probably just be like a little slap on the wrist, all right, go away. But if it were to happen with a minority, yeah, that would not happen. Like, an altercation could occur, a death could occur, definitely going to jail could occur.
We've had all these stereotypes of being ignorant and not being able to speak right, not being articulate. It's just things that white people have always been, they've always had all the good character traits, if you may, have all the positive adjectives, the things that describe them, they've always gotten the benefit of the doubt. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just what we see, is what we've grown up in. I don't hate white people. You know, I love white people. Love all people. I like talking to people, you know? But there is such a thing as white privilege.
Certain situations, even at OU, I think in a lot of projects and a lot of organized student clubs that I'm involved in, I am often the only non-white person in the room, and to me that puts more pressure on me because I feel like I'm already different from everybody else in this room, so I have to prove myself.
I think white privilege is rather a symptom of a larger problem. The larger problem being very subtle racism that's still underlying in the U.S. And how to solve racism is a problem that's been perplexing African Americans and whites for centuries.